DEI Granny. That's how y'all look to me. You see how she look right here? Every time I go into a federal building, this is how y'all get. This the eye y'all. I swear, this is the behavior. You've been grandfathered in. 60% of the workforce here in Philadelphia are women aged 65 and below. They're grandfathered in once again. And so is their project mentality that they bring to the Fortune 500 workforce. These women started working in corporate through working papers, 14, 15. They're at these Fortune 500 companies in the mailroom. This is where they start, in the mailroom. Yeah. And then what happens? They start working their way up. And when they work their way up, the attitude doesn't go up. It doesn't, it's not like the morality kicks in at the fifth year when she gets that plaque that states that she's been at the company for 5 years and she gets that, monogram pen. That's a lot to her. She done made it. She didn't have to go to college. None of that. See, that was the 80s. In the 90s, what happened? You had to have at least graduated from high school. Because remember, they were taking people in when they were children and grandfathering them in. Now you had to have the high school diploma. In the early 2000s, you had to have what? An associate's. Mid 2000s, you had to have a bachelor's. They kept moving the goalposts. But this DEI granny, her personality remained the same. Why? Because she thought that she was exempt from criticism. Hmm? And truth be told, let's keep it a bean. These corporations like hiring women like her. Um, they call them um, overseers. She's the one that they call when the black girls are getting too quote unquote sassy. They have several of these individuals that look like her on a sugar cane cutting factory floor, which is what I call corporate. It's a slave plantation. Just updated with rows and rows of desks instead of cotton. And this Aunt your mama Mamie is the worst individual in any job that you're at. 9 times out of 10, she's in a Fortune 500 401k job. She about to retire. She been there for years. Story time. I remember one time I worked at a Fortune 500 healthcare corporation. I want to let you know that this healthcare is still in existence. And if you look in your purse, I guarantee you that is who you're insured by. Yeah, so they're up there, not shouting their name out. They know who they are. They know how egregious their DEI grannies are. Hmm. I was working at this healthcare and this DEI granny that had been there for 30 years, a black lady with a look on her face just like that. I was sitting in front of a DEI white granny with a look on her face like that too. But she was nice. She was nice. She was training me. One day, my third day on the job, I'm on the phone struggling with my script. Understand, it is a script that we cannot veer from. So when your claim get denied, I read this off of a piece of paper. I didn't personally do it. So now that we got that out the way, I want to let you know that's how you get denied moving forward. Hmm. I'm on the phone talking to a customer, struggling with my script. White DEI granny got her back turned to me and she's on the phone with her client. All of a sudden, I hear what appears to be a herd, a stampede, a pride of elephants running down the aisle. Now, anybody know how these Fortune 500 call centers are? You know, it's if it ain't 100 people on the floor crammed together, it's 200 in small little aisles in between the rows of cotton. I look down the row of cotton and here come this huge gargantuan. I want to let you know she was 6'3", 330 pounds, a long old DEI linebacker charging down the aisle. I didn't know what was going on. I thought maybe her desk was on fire. Why is she running like one of her clients jumped through the phone and is chasing her down the aisle because she done denied their claim? I thought that, maybe she had a break with reality and thought one of her clients was coming after her. It's my third day on the job. I didn't know why is she running like that. And why is she not alerting other people to run? Like maybe I need to get up and run. I look around at everybody around me. Nobody peeked their head up. Everybody on the phone with their customer talking quietly. I'm looking at where her trajectory is going. Oh my God, she's running straight down the aisle. Who is what? Do you not know that she jumped on white DEI granny right in front of me and suplexed her out her chair? You heard me. No, it wasn't the WWF rematch. For these two, it is. Because when it was all said and done, after she knocked DEI Granny out her chair and gave her a concussion and walked back to her desk quietly, slowly, got back on her phone. Hi, ma'am, I'm back. I just had to step away for a moment. It was like a split personality. She flipped. I looked around at everybody. I looked at DEI Granny on the floor, knocked out, cold, a dirt nap. You feel me? Nobody said nothing. I look at the girl across from me. I said, psst, girl, psst, girl, you know you just saying that. What are we gonna do? You know what she told me? Mind your fucking business. I said, oh shit. Where the fuck where am I at? I thought I was at a reputable establishment. They claim to be Fortune 500. Every Philadelphian has their insurance in their purse. And you mean to tell me these are the employees that they hire? She been there 30 years, they told me on my lunch break. Both of them. And once a year, they say they have a rematch with each other. And it just so happened, white DEI Granny lost this time. Later on that day, I'm at my desk, still stunned and shocked and awe. Didn't HR come around and try to get me to sign a statement on what I saw, telling me that you're the only one that will be truthful to us? Because everybody is scared of her. Now, she's telling me this on my third day, thinking that I hadn't talked to anybody, that I didn't know anybody. I challenged HR. I said, well, from what I heard, they've been doing this for 30 years. So why is she still here? And why are you waiting on new hires to sign statements to get people out of here that you've had on your payroll for 35 years? I won't do it. And I got up out of the HR desk and I walked away. Yeah, well, you know what happened. Because I wouldn't do it, they started fucking with my work. This is Fortune 500. This is America. This is corporate. This is who they hire. And y'all sitting up here crying about DEI. Look what they doing to me. Look what you did to yourself. Look what you did to yourself. Every time, even after the pandemic, after I left corporate for good. The only time I go to corporate is if I'm temping. I will never work there permanently anymore. Not around people like her. Look how she look. She nasty. This is the nastiest itch on your daggone corporate sugarcane cutting factory floor. She nasty to the customers. If it's a call center or if it's face to face, ain't she nasty to the customers? And she gets away with it. Why? Because Miss DEI Granny had a hard life. Everybody down at HR know her story. And she come from low income. And all her life she been trying to get out the projects and she's still trying at 70. But she still got the strength of Samson to knock people out. So please don't talk about her too loud. Even HR is scared of her. No more. No more fear, old head. Your president don't like you no more. And the 1% black people who had to work with you, we sick of niggas like you. It's individuals like this old head and her nepotized grandkids that she get in there. Nepotized. Do you know what nepotism is? They get in there without even having a resume. That's 90% of the black workforce. Y'all gonna find out today that the 1% black women and men who had and were forced to work around you, we don't like you neither. Just like the president don't. So I applaud this audit. Shut it all down, Trump, even if it affects somebody like me, because you understand, because I'm black, I fall under the category of DEI. And it's a damn shame that I got to pull out my resume now everywhere I go to let people see that I'm self sufficient because you never could be. I walked into the post office the other day, a post office that has consistently had issues with their system. I've been going to this post office since Skippy was a pup. 4 days out of the week, the system is down. Every time you go in there, there's one cashier barely at the desk. She constantly leaves the front to go to the back to talk to her girlfriends, to watch TikTok videos, to laugh. You hear the TV blaring in the back. You hear them doing TikTok dances. Then a lonely DEI hire drags her ass to the front after having customers stand in line for a half an hour. By the time she get back, the line is all the way out the door. She got an attitude. You know what she say? That's down. Oh God. Just like that. Customers outside in the line. Well, what are we to do? All I want is stamps. And if you got exact change, the system is down. Everybody in line starts grumbling. Y'all always down since 2002. Y'all never have a system at work. The customer service sucks the whole nine. Everybody leaves. One lonely man says to the DEI hire that falls under the category of LGBTQ that Trump don't like either, tells her y'all need to close down. This business is a waste of space. And he stomped out, and I agreed with him. I agreed. I say, yo, the way you, I say, if there is, you need to be the poster child of DEI, baby. If anybody falls under this acronym, you do. Do you know what she said to me? I don't give a fuck about DEI. Do you know what I said to her? Bitch, you in a federal building. Everything you say is monitored and recorded. You stupid as shit. That's the reason why you're considered DEI. If you act like DEI, you're going to be treated like DEI. And I don't want to fall under the category of DEI with you. This is such an embarrassing day in history, but a much needed lesson for the Black American community. Take the wig off, lose the weight, and put a smile on your face. It's Wild Way Monet 808, the dollar sign. You know who it is. Don't act like you don't know. And you can get mad about this, glad about this, jump up and down, scratch your ass about this. You know I know you. You got the most egregious, disgusting attitude and you're self-entitled and you feel like you important and you don't even know your job 90% of the time. Only reason why you're there is because they're afraid to fire you, DEI granny. Because they know that you done nepotized in 30 of your grandkids and they all act just like her. Uncivilized, disgusting looking. Yeah, granny, it's time for you to collect your pension and your social security. Go to hospice, wherever you gotta go. It's time for you to lay down. 1%, we sick of you and we're taking over. Now, I normally don't ask and beg for followers. You know, mama don't care. I don't, because I need to get this message out. And if one person listens to it, then, that's what's up. I'm writing a book. Um, I have several titles in the works. And it's all involving the Black community and the experiences that I've had. And it just so happened that one of those experiences that I've had is this DEI project mentality that most Black people are surrounded by in these red line neighborhoods. It's disgusting. Even when they get a job with the city, they're still degenerate. You see how they look when they come out the house. They literally had a nerve to walk down the street looking like that. Her grandkids, this DEI granny, come to work with pink hair and bondage dress and swear they Ice Spice at a financial institution. Unhand my credit card, bitch. I will never go to any of these DEIs willingly when I'm in these federal buildings. I'll always beeline to the one that looks professional. Because if you look like that at work, guarantee you into all kinds of shisty shit in the street after work. See, I know you. And that's why they mad at your mama. So, listen, if you like what I'm saying and you fall into the 1% and you can vibe with this because you working around some of these DEI wildebeest, she beast looking Scotty Pippen toe bitches now. You can't tell them that they ain't cute, girl. You can't tell them that they don't look better than you. So please let them get that barb out. They need to bid on you so they can feel better about, sleeping at night. They know what they look like. They have full length mirrors wherever the fuck they go. But because she has punch drunk strength through a system that allowed her to be egregious, her ass grew into a cantankerous old wig wearing fool. Got a nerve to be looking at somebody like, you fish eye fool, bitch, that's you. That's you with that dusty wig on your head. Disgusting personality and attitude and unexceptional way you look. You look unexceptional. I keep telling y'all, wait for it. The aesthetic is going to go back to the way it was in the late 80s, early 90s. I told y'all, back in the day, when I was working in finance, I never saw any funny looking, frumpy, fat, wig wearing chicks walking down Market Street or Chestnut Street. They didn't hire women that look like that. Y'all about to find out. Yeah, they want you to look good in your clothes because what if they had to take a company pick? You know what I mean? Just out of the blue. And here come the DEI granny and her grandkids with their hair sticking straight up in the air, dusty sweatpants on, as an employee uniform. Huh? Or the flip side of that, 55-inch weave, bright burgundy, and a bondage dress and stripper heels. And I'm supposed to trust you? The world don't trust you. And then what you finding out is that the world got a kickback for fucking with you all those many years. They never liked you, Granny. Yeah, so all your potlucks, all your expensive secret Santas, all of the DEI hire grandbabies who you're now, you know, pseudo grandmom to, all of those fake relationships that you made, all of y'all can go down to the unemployment office together. Mm. Because what you find out, corporate never liked you. And the only reason why they hired you was to get 4 kickbacks that fell under a program that we didn't even know existed, but we knew something fishy was going on because it was too many of us everywhere, even in the hospitals. Something ain't right. It is what it is. You can't always have it your way. And from what I understand, your way is not like McDonald's or Burger King. You going to end up having to reapply for your job, and they're going to find out that every weekend you get locked up. See, when you get locked up, you're supposed to tell your job. That's going to cancel out 40% of y'all when they make you reapply for your job under this new DEI standard. That's how they're going to get rid of you. And some of y'all like Elon, he just offered you the buyout. You didn't want to be there anyway. Tell the truth. Don't the federal office, I'm trying to end this, but tell the truth. Don't the federal office have employees that look just like this? These is the ones that took the buyout. Good. Goodbye. Once again, this is Wildway Monet 808 with a dollar sign. You already know this is a heated subject for me because I have story on story and scripts. Scripts that I wrote about all of these bust down bobo jobs that I've been to with these DEI hoes. My book gonna be fire. Holla at me. 1% take care of yourself. Keep your neck on a swivel because these Ugg mugs with these long size 33 feet looking like Shaquille O'Neal, they gonna be mad as hell when they see that a certain aesthetic. See, they thought they was pretty for a big bitch. A certain aesthetic is going to be accepted, and they ain't gonna be it. Watch yourself. They gonna be jealous. They already jealous of us anyway. They jealous of our drive and our motivation and the fact that we get picked places and understand they can't go nowhere. These bitches been at these jobs for 30, 40 years because they know ain't nobody else gonna hire them. They'll never get away with the behavior that they display. Where they at now? Somewhere else. That's why they never leave. They can't. 1% you can keep your neck and your head on a swivel. They're gonna be coming after people like us because we're what? Blessed and chosen.